Radio 104.1.
This is very cool as well. We talked about this earlier today. On the line with us right now, he is swimming from Sanford to Jacksonville. His name is Luther Davis. Hello, Luther. How you doing, sir?
Hey, good morning. Is this Russ? How are you doing?
This is Russ. I appreciate you taking time to call us. I've seen you on the news past couple days, and I think what you're doing is absolutely amazing. Explain to the audience why you're swimming down the St. Johns River and how it's been so far.
Well, it's been absolutely fantastic. Some people think I'm a little bit crazy doing this.
Yeah, because it got cold, man.
Oh, yeah, and it is a little cold now. We're about to get started about half an hour or so today.
Oh,
41 degrees out here where we are, but the whole venture's been fantastic so far. It's been a real good opportunity for me to kind of like showcase my talents as a teacher. I teach at Lake Mary High School, but then also showcase my talents as an athlete. I like mentally and physically challenging myself, and I was looking for an opportunity to do something a little bit crazy, a little bit different. So right here in our own backyard is the St. Johns River Basin.
right.
And I said, you know what? It's 164 miles to get myself from Sanford all the way up to the Jacksonville Bayport area at the Atlantic Ocean. I wonder if I could do like a multi-stage swim. And so as I started looking into that adventure possibility, I started learning quite a bit about the river and just how special it is. And then I said, you know what? I could turn this into something much bigger. And guess what it's led to me? I'm talking to you this morning on the radio.
Oh, and I've seen you on the news and everything. And I mean, this is obviously you probably use this as a good teaching lesson to the kids. Like, hey, look, you can do anything you can put your mind to. Or what's the lesson you tried to get across to your students?
Well, first of all, one, you can set your mind to just about anything. This entire summer adventure is both a physical but also a mental feat. So if I can inspire my students that one day that they'll be able to inspire others, I think that'd be really, really cool.
Right.
Yeah, that's cool.
And also learning a little bit about the St. Johns River. It's very special to the ecosystem here in Florida. It's, a harbor of many plants and animal species that Floridians know, blue heron and various fish and aquatic life. But it also has some issues. There's nutrient saturation, oversaturation, which leads to algae blooms. There's invasive species and things like that. So I'm kind of able to kind of showcase some of those aspects about the river. And as I journey it up the river myself, I'm actually part of it. Some people can kayak, some people can canoe. You can, fly over it with a plane. You can look at it from space. But here I'm immersed with the water. I get to feel it. I get to taste it and everything.
Yeah.
So that's what I really enjoyed myself over the last several days.
Hey, now, Luther, obviously, I mean, I've had a boat. I've been up the St. Johns River, a bunch. Every time I go, I've always seen alligators. That's the first thing people are thinking about. Did you take that into account? Have you seen any alligators? And what are you doing to make sure that you don't get eaten up?
Well, hold on. You telling me there's alligators?
Yeah.
No. We have an alligator count. There's 37 that we've actually come across.
Wow.
I actually have kayakers and a pontoon boat in my immediate vicinity. The first day, a little bit of miscommunication. There are some of the kayakers are pointing, and I thought that was the direction to go.
Oh.
And they're like, nope, there's a gator. I mean, there's thousands of them. I'm surprised you've only seen 36. But what I've noticed is if a boat comes in the area, they don't really swim towards a boat. They always go away. Is that what you're experiencing?
That's it. Yeah. The ones that are up on shore are staying on shore. The ones that are in the water just hang out. They might be somewhat curious, just kind of keep an eyeball, but I don't look like typical prey. So.
Well, the good thing actually is that it cooled off. I mean, they'll be less active today now that it's a little bit cooler, so you'll have that working for you.
Exactly. The ones we see, they just tend to be up on the banks trying to sun themselves, get warmed up. So that is the number one question everyone asks.
No, but
so far it's worked out really well.
Okay, that's the number one question, but what is really the number one issue or problem? Is it cramping? Is it the cold? Is it the boredom? Like, what is the number one real issue for Luther Davis? By the way, who's swimming from Sanford all the way through Palatka to the Jacksonville? What is your number one real issue?
I'm just trying to see if I can get across the physical and the mental hurdle. That challenge is quite large. It's going well. You bring up boredom, but I have ways that I kind of, it's good thinking time. I have different support volunteers every single day. And when I see them on the kayaks and the pontoon next to me, I don't want to let them down. I can see them up there chuckling and smiling and having a good time. And in a way that kind of like passes on to me. So my days have been like, I've done 9 hours, 15 minutes one day, 9 hours, 30 minutes another day, 8 hours and a half a day.
What do you think?
Damn.
I mean, while you're swimming, what do you think about all that time?
Well, first, just how beautiful it is. I mean, it is just absolutely amazing. The entire environment up here and how it's changing. You know, as you said earlier, we're coming up through Palatka today.
Yeah.
We're actually docked just south of Palatka right now.
That's Jimmy's
Yeah,
hometown.
you should visit his cabin where he was raised.
Yep. We're down by we're in Dunn's Creek right now.
Yeah.
South of Palatka.
Just shy of Palatka. You'll be there probably in about it take you about maybe an hour and a half from there to get to downtown.
Yep.
Where the bridge is.
And I'm looking forward to that. And in fact, the local community has been really, really supportive. You know, as you said, I've been on the news and on the radio and all this stuff.
Yeah.
But it's kind of neat going past these docks in these various towns, and there's people out on the docks waving and hollering.
Oh, that's cool, man.
That's cool.
It really, 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 really is awesome.
Angel, question for it. This is Luther Davis. He's a teacher at Lake Mary High School, and he's swimming from Sanford all the way to Jacksonville.
Luther, I get this is a cool thing that you're doing, and I appreciate that bringing attention to the ecosystem, and I'm sure your students are, really impressed by all this. But I don't think you thought this all the way through because, I mean, your reward for doing this is ending up in Jacksonville?
Yeah, man.
Right.
Like, you should have started in Jacksonville and come down.
Yeah, that's the armpit of Florida, man.
I'm just messing with you.
Yeah. Well, you're messing with the people of Jacksonville. It's I mean, I'm looking forward to some of the aspects of Jacksonville. You know, they got the beautiful bridges.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go right through the heart of downtown.
Right. The great
And then
civil
what's
engineering.
kind of interesting, what people don't know about Jacksonville, it's kind of like inland. When I do get to Jacksonville, I still have one more day to go, another 20 miles, because I'm actually going to finish in the Atlantic.
Oh, you're going to do the Atlantic. Of course.
Oh, wow.
And everybody, I think everybody knows that the St. Johns River flows north, so it'd be much
I did not
easier
know that.
to go this way than to go up against it. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my plan is I'll be swimming through the jetties, and as I swim left and right, the moment I don't see any jetties, I'm going to stop, because if I get to France, I've gone way too far.
Yeah, it's going to suck, though, if you make it the entire way and then get your bottom half eaten by a bull shark.
Oh, I know there are bull sharks over there.
Yeah, but then again, I have my supporters in the kayaks and the boat, so hopefully they kind of.
Well, yeah, but they're in the boat.
Hey,
man.
do you mix up your stroke?
You know what? I haven't done it yet. I'm mostly a freestyle. There are 4 strokes in swimming: freestyle, breaststroke, butterfly, and backstroke.
So you're struggling to the east, you're struggling to the west. I get it.
Hey, let me ask you, Luther Davis on the line, a teacher from Lake Mary who's doing this incredible swim. Is this any kind of world record, like Guinness World Record or anything like that?
You know, the sport of open water swimming is extremely diverse with different types of records and whatnot. You know, there's different type of what they call channel crossings. You know, like between the islands of New Zealand, it's called Cook Strait. There's of course the English Channel. There's Catalina Island. No one's really done the St. Johns River before, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah, you're the first
That's
one.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this isn't a race. It's just me. So my goal is to finish. I think I'll let people down that are really looking to the awareness event that I'm trying to cause. So I'm just trying to keep a good, strong pace, because obviously I want to get done sometime this year.
Right.
But
Did you have to take off work very much, or is it spring break? So, like, Mr. Davis swam the St. Johns on spring break?
it is spring break, so I coincided with that.
Oh, wow.
Plan's going pretty well so far. We did have some few rough weather days with Lake George. You know, the weather we had a couple days you guys had down in Orlando
Yeah.
affected us. So essentially
Sorry.
we're about 1 day behind right now out of the 8 days for the swim journey.
That's not
So
bad.
we'll be finishing late this weekend or early next week. So students, if you're listening, there'll probably be a substitute one of those first 2 days.
Man, I got to tell you, swimming across Lake George, it was hard just to go across it in a jet ski. I can't imagine swimming across it.
Yeah. You know, the lake's 12 miles high and about 5 miles wide, and it's fairly shallow. So when the wind comes across, it's called fetch.
Yeah.
And it turned into a bit of a bathtub that was like bouncing around quite a bit.
Now,
But you just kind of persevere and push through, and it ends up happening.
on the website, it said that you're going to do a little bit of kayaking. Now, I would have left that out because
Yeah,
I want to imagine that you swam the whole thing.
No. Okay, well, then let me be very clear.
Thank you.
The whole essence of the trip is I started at my house, my backyard in Longwood. And let's say a water drop falls from the sky and lands in my backyard.
Yeah?
It makes its way to the Atlantic Ocean eventually.
Oh, wow. What part of Longwood? We're in Longwood.
Well, Crystal Creek.
Crystal Clear. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, yeah.
Anyway, so I hiked for 4 miles from my house to Lake Jessup.
Oh.
And then,
Oh, right on.
You got in Lake Jessup? Well, you crazy, man.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay, hold on. No. I didn't swim in Lake Jessup.
Okay, all right.
And we all know why.
Yeah, it's Gator crazy.
Exactly. So from
never
the
raced it.
eastern shore of Lake Jessup, I kayaked 16 miles
Okay.
to Sanford Marina.
Okay, so you are...
And then the swimming took over from Sanford all the way to the Atlantic. What
Gotcha.
I'm doing is I'm tracing that path of that water. Essentially, the water's going on the journey with me. We're together.
Ah.
Silly as that sounds, but it kind of puts meaning into the trip.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense. We're going to bust your balls about the kayak, but okay. That
I
sounds
totally
good.
get it. Yeah, he's still swimming from Sanford, like we've been saying, Sanford all the way to Jackson.
I am. It is 4 miles hiking at the beginning, then 16-mile kayak, and then 164 miles of swimming.
And I should stop staying to Jacksonville. You're swimming to the Atlantic.
Yeah. It's Mayport. The Mayport Naval Station is kind of the last thing that I would pass, and then it's the jetties and then Atlantic. So yeah, I'm going all the way to Atlantic.
So from Sanford to the Atlantic, that sounds more impressive. That's good. Hey, listen, Luther Davis, thank you for taking time to talk to us. When you get to the end of your journey, or if you want to call us again, we'd love to talk to you. And I think what you're doing is awesome. It's a great lesson for kids to see that the teacher can do this. And you're accomplishing what you wanted. You've been on the radio talking about the St. Johns River. You've been on television talking about it. So way to go, man. You made a difference. I think it's awesome.
Okay, well, Russ, Dirty Jim, Carlos, and Angel, I want to thank you guys for taking the time to allow me to kind of express what I'm trying to accomplish here, too. So I hope you guys have a great day.
Hey, you're awesome, buddy. Good
Stay
luck,
safe.
man. You
Stay
take care.
safe. We wish you the best.
Stay safe, yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool. He's a big fan of the show and wanted to call in, and I thought that was really cool.
That is cool, but his ass is going to get eaten by a gator.
No.
What? I'm just saying. Did anybody not want to say that?
No, he said that they're swimming away from him, and he's only seen 36.
Yeah, until they run up on that one gator that's like, so there's just a piece of meat right here?
A Palaca gator.
Well, not to mention, you have to swim up to shore to go to the bathroom.
Oh,
Man,
yeah.
I'm not, that's the most dangerous time. When you're in that shallow water like that, and man, I'm telling there's no way I'd do that.
So did he say he was going to be in Palaca today, or he was already there?
No, he's up by Dunn's Creek. Dunn's Creek is a little south of Palaca, probably about 8 to 10 miles south of Palaca. It's actually not far from where I was staying this past week.
We all know that one gator.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's me, Ricardo. Yeah, I'm a crocodile. Está bien. It's all good. But I tell you right now, this teacher's a nice guy, right?
Yeah, nice
Seems
guy.
like a great guy.
You don't want to eat a
But
teacher that...
No, I'm just a man-eating gator, okay? Normally, I gotta fight these fat pigs, in the water with the tusk. Okay? With the tusk.
Yeah.
This, and I'll say it, idiot, is swimming right by me, right por ahí.
And the buffet's coming to you.
It's hard to-
Exactly, it's un buffet in the water to me.
It's hard to not eat him, huh?
I'd be stupid not to eat him.
There you
I'd
go.
be stupid not to eat
That's a
him.
good point. Yeah.
Don't
You'd lose
go
respect.
by. Exactly, Jimmy. Tú sabes eso, Palaca. Mira, I love Cuba and I love Palaca. Ricardo, thank you, mommy. Thank you. I'll eat you later.
You're safe
All
there
right.
now.
Hey,
Everything's good.
don't go anywhere. We'll be talking to Jay Moore coming up soon. You're listening to the Monsters of the Morning.